This week's question is from nobody.
Ooh!
Because I've been thinking about it, guys, and this isn't working.
Oh, the band?
Like
all of it.
Seattle?
The questions, the band, Seattle, the Sadcast. It's all shit.
All
Ben's
right,
weed addiction.
It's Ben's weed addiction.
You have another suggestion?
Yeah. I think it's mostly James.
You really
I'm not going to disagree here.
Yeah,
it's been a rough
like he
couple
came out
weeks.
here and the whole thing just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
Hey, I was at the grocery store this whole time, you faggots.
Right, and we were getting a lot of stuff done until you came back.
Yeah.
And now it's been mostly...
Also, you forgot the onions. That was the one fucking thing I sent you to the grocery store for.
Well, that's why we went yesterday to get the onion powder.
Typical.
Anywho, I didn't know you were making your own onion
Instead,
powder.
I have a better idea.
Okay.
Guys, we need to get into the app business, and I have an idea for a new service.
Okay.
And Insomniac can be the can be the ones to introduce it to the world.
Oh boy.
Okay. You know Uber, the driving service, you know?
Yeah, like the
It's all-
taxi cabs.
Yeah, it's all done in app and stuff like that. We do a pop punk version of that.
Okay.
Okay.
And what it does is, you say like I'm at this location, and so it'll pick you up and will drive you immediately outside of that town and drop you off.
Do they get to choose where they go?
No.
Or they just bring them anywhere?
No.
The closest, like wherever the town line is,
Yeah.
drives you there, other side of it, drops you off.
So like we're in Seattle and I'd be like, hey, I'm at this address. It'll pick me up and drive me to the quickest way out of Seattle. And it'll bring me out of my town.
Get you on the ferry and go to the island and drop you off there.
So wait, is the fares and tips all pizza then?
No, you don't have to pay with cash, but I think there should be an option that the car also comes with a pizza.
Right. For like what, a couple bucks extra?
Yeah, like
we can order them in bulk to get them down.
Honestly, we could probably mark up the pizzas probably quite a bit. If we're going to talk about like actual
Right.
business sense, like we should probably mark up the pizzas because like you're paying the delivery fee and then we're also picking you up and delivering you and the pizza again.
How awesome would it be though to show up at a party with like you press one button on your thing, it says come get me and bring a pizza. You show up at a party with a pizza.
Like, got out of your hometown with a pizza.
Right.
Where's the party?
At the edge of the town.
So
In a
now
mobile
we have
home.
to-
other kids met up.
Now we have to organize a party. Like
Right.
this app, you can be picked up and we'll organize a party for you. You'll bring a pizza, you look like a hero, and it's only going to cost you
right.
$19.99.
Let's just
Okay.
start like a really intricate social network that is only for setting up
just-
pizza parties outside of our hometown.
I'm just
punk
saying that
pizza
a
parties.
lot of young tech startups fail because they're not different enough from something already in existence.
True.
So if we just try and do Uber, but it takes you to a different place, it's not enough.
All right, fuck Lyft.
We got to differentiate our service from theirs.
And this app is going to be legendary. In fact, I found the guy who's going to program it.
Oh my god, who?
And he's with us. He's with us in the studio today. Guys, this is Ryan. Say hello, Ryan.
Hello, everybody.
He knows the shit.
It's Thursday night. It's time to fuck it all up. This is Sadcast Seattle. What up, everybody?
Hey,
Roll call. Ben Drake.
Give me cancer now,
He's
God.
somebody
here.
stole my intro.
You don't have anything now. James Dotzler, are you here?
Give me cancer now, God.
Okay.
Maybe after the show. Sam Fassler, what
Yo,
up?
Sam Fashion here. What up, homies?
And yes, our special guest today is our friend Ryan. How you doing, man?
That's good,
Well,
dude.
is that you?
Ryan is the only Insomniac fan in Seattle,
It's true.
and
That's not true. My roommate's kind of like, not really.
No, yeah.
Josh
No.
likes like one of your songs.
He puts up with us for practice. at the
Actually,
very
Josh
least.
really was impressed with Sam Fashion.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right.
man.
Fans
That's
everywhere.
impressive. Well, I guess we should maybe figure out who this character is. So this guy, we've talked about it on the Sadcast before. He gave us 2 beds.
Yes.
He's pretty much our
I
sugar
gave
daddy.
you guys 2 beds from my extensive collection of beds.
Yeah, this guy
Why
just
do you
has
have-
so many beds.
Why do you have so many beds?
Why do I have so many beds? Well, I guess to make it clear, one of them is an air mattress that
Yeah.
I just got because it was cheap.
I
One of the
just assumed
beds is a bed that I replaced and I didn't know what to do with, and I needed to get it out of my house. So
And
Sam,
here we are.
Sam was.
I just assumed you had a lot of dead relatives.
See, what the fuck? Wow. Here's my dead-on mattress.
Everybody who lived in my house died. You want their stuff?
Holy shit.
I mean, we're not going to say no. We don't have any furniture, so
When you bought that new mattress, you were telling me about it, and I still don't get it. Like, what is it called again?
Casper?
Casper mattress, and it came in a box, a very small box, and it's supposed to be something special.
Small relative to the size of the mattress, yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird. When I opened it, I took the wrap off, it was like a crushed marshmallow, the way it expanded. It was really impressive.
oh, weird.
So it expands.
Yeah.
And it's like out of like the 100 mattresses that they made, this one was the best out of customer reviews or some bullshit like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That's so weird. This dude's got the weirdest,
Just narrowed
stupidest
it down.
shit.
Casper's everywhere now, man.
I've never heard of it. I still to this day I haven't heard of it until
There's like ads for it
you had
all
it.
over the place.
I
Oh,
could
what the fuck?
probably never tell you a single brand name of any bed I've ever owned. You look
Beds have brand
You're like
names?
Okay.
Serta. There's a Serta mattress somewhere in the world.
Oh.
It's like when-
sleep number.
Yeah, boy. Nobody's got that shit.
see that's like
Nobody.
when
My parents have that, actually.
Your parents rule, dude.
I guess.
when Ben was going to be shopping for a vacuum cleaner. Instead of just going out and buying a fucking vacuum, he spent 3 days on his computer trying to figure out what was the best one, the best value, at the best price point. But what the fuck? Just go buy a vacuum. Jesus Christ.
And what did you get?
We got a Bissell vacuum, and it was a bag vacuum because the bagless ones that you have to empty have a lot less suction, as it turns out. Like, we spent a lot of time developing vacuums to be really awesome before people decided, this is too big, I can't push it. And they want these tiny, small, like, everything gets sucked into this container. That's great. And we'll dump it out, but your vacuum now sucks in not a good way like it's supposed to.
That's a really
It's not
good
very
history of
quality.
the
That's
development
funny
of vacuums.
because I had a vacuum.
I'm really just trying to cover for the fact that all I remember from those 3 days of researching is don't buy bagless.
That's funny because I had a bagless vacuum and it really did suck. It did not like.
How much was it?
It's cheap, I think. I got it as a gift, but I think it was a cheaper one. But I threw it away after like a year. It was so bad.
Right. Well, the advice I got was from a vacuum repairman who knows his vacuums.
You had to like search 3 days to find this guy.
Wait, did you talk to this guy directly?
No, there was an AMA on Reddit, so I just went down the whole thing and just
That
kept reading,
entire
absorbing
statement is bad.
information.
Ben Drake, vacuum cleaner expert.
But he's got to know his stuff, right?
So we've covered mattresses. We've covered vacuums. What's next, guys?
So, do we have a vacuum or do we not? I'm confused.
We don't. Not here.
I own a vacuum. I purchased it.
I paid $20 on it, faggot.
I don't know if you
you
ever
said
did.
faggot twice now, and I don't like
did.
that.
It's 2012, James.
I
okay?
remember paying you for that vacuum.
I see you very well may have, but what I mostly remember is you being like, "I'll pay for that next week, next month, next year, maybe."
See, that's how you and I always do our shit, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You and
That's
I-
definitely how it went.
James
You
and
and
Ben
I-
have lived together for a very long time. So what's the agreement? Who cleans the bathroom? Who does the dishes?
I clean the
that's what
bathroom
it's
and
always
James
like.
does the dishes.
How many times have you cleaned the bathroom?
This one or our other
No,
one?
your other one.
Like 5 times. Is
that true, James?
In 2 years?
2.5 years.
Okay. How many times have you done the dishes, James?
At my old apartment?
Old apartment.
But the question is, how many times has James done my dishes? And the answer is almost never.
It's because you only ever eat
you have
cereal.
a bowl
That's because I had a bowl.
and you put it up on top of the fridge
And,
for it
and
to
if,
just trying to
if I
ignite
was
some
doing
shit right
anything
here.
else, it'd be like a plate, and I'll be like, let me rinse this plate and throw some soap on it and wipe it. And there it's done. Put it back.
Oh my God, he's ripping James's hair out of his fucking skull. Oh my God, there's blood everywhere. Oh my God, Ben is spontaneously running. No. Sorry, neighbors. I know you're all sleeping because it's really fucking late at night.
We're the worst.
Back to really pointless shit. Ryan.
Ryan, tell us about your vacuum.
I have a Roomba, actually.
Yeah, you do.
Really?
Do you like
yeah,
it?
it was expensive, but it was like totally.
Those are expensive still?
It was like on sale for like $350 or something like
Holy
that.
shit.
Yeah, it was pricey, but then I was like, wait, no, I just never have to vacuum.
But it's not a Dyson.
like a
Do you
just
use
set
it
it-
often?
Well,
I just have it set to run like 3 times a week when no one's home.
do you
tight.
vacuum the stairs?
It's great. Yeah, that I have to do by hand.
Bullshit. Roomba, get your shit together.
Well,
You're $350.
No, that's an untapped market. Self vacuuming
Insomniac is fuck the Uber thing.
This will be the second conversation I had this week about a Roomba that could vacuum a staircase. I really don't want to get into it.
Ryan lives a good life.
Okay, no, wait. We can attach this to our Uber service.
I actually had.
So we will pick you up, bring you a pizza, quick vacuum your stairs, and then take you to the party outside of town.
Let me give you
Boom.
a real quick pitch on an idea that I've had for a long time, but never have had the ability to go through with it because I tried making it and it sucked and didn't work because I'm bad at programming. But a service, right? A college-based service.
I'm excited.
Not like Uber, but what it does, it's like online managed carpooling for long distances. Basically, you're at this college, you go to the site, you look up your college, and you're like, okay, here's 12 different people who are all driving to this many places. This person's driving to Minneapolis and has 3 seats open, and it will if
I swear I
join,
think that exists already.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
looked
that.
everywhere.
I think I saw it mentioned in an episode of Portlandia.
I mean, okay, if I
never
had
actually
it,
saw the site.
I had this idea like in 2011.
Yeah.
Where's
I had the
your
idea
money?
for Rover in 2011 or 12 or something like that.
What's
too.
Rover?
And
It's like Airbnb, but for
Oh,
dogs.
for the dog. That's
if
the
there
thing you
was
do.
if this service existed, I really would have liked to use it because I had to spend like months in advance either buying bus tickets or
Pretty much
talking
all
to a ton of
colleges
people I didn't know.
have like pretty much all colleges I've seen have like a Facebook group for this.
they
kind of
they had a forum for it
Forum.
and nobody used it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was a
'cause it was
Wesleyan college. That's you don't understand.
Yeah, it's a small private college that takes all your money.
And
And
They
didn't-
can't dance.
They couldn't afford a Facebook group.
No,
We put a bra
They don't
on the
believe in that
statue.
shit.
they don't believe it. You had to have I kid you not, they didn't phrase it this way, but a permit to dance. You had to apply to the administration if you wanted to have a dance, and they had to approve all the songs you were dancing to and everything else. And it
Their
was-
religion doesn't allow dancing or gambling.
You needed a
They
what?
I'm not even joking.
I can imagine
Modern
wasn't allowed
Wesleyans,
dancing?
modern Wesleyans can sometimes dance. At the school, it had to be, the requirement was it had to be spontaneous dancing. It couldn't be planned dancing.
No,
How does anybody
spontaneous
know if it's
dancing.
spontaneous?
Spontaneous dancing is from the devil.
You know,
Just like
It's true. That's
gambling.
like pure temptation. That's
see, Ben, this goes back to a conversation where you and I are talking about like religions having crazy stuff with them. Like, not all religions are perfect. Like, it seems like one of the weirdest, not crazy, it's just one of the weirdest stipulations to a religion.
I mean, it's I can see where they're coming from. Like, don't gamble.
Please.
Gambling's bad.
Gambling's maybe, sure.
Elaborate
Right.
on what no dancing would come
have,
about.
have you ever
I mean,
seen? Have you
have
ever
you-
seen Footloose?
have you
Like,
ever
that was
been-
all about a town that banned dancing because the logic behind it was dancing led to like shenanigans and
Premarital handholding?
and
Premarital
hoodlumming and
handholding.
stuff.
Kevin Bacon is
Like
Antichrist.
the kids would go out to these clubs and they would dance, and then after the dance they would go out and do drugs, and then someone got hit by a car and died, and so they banned dancing because
That's what they should ban.
that's where all this stuff
Well, how-
began. It was dancing.
Sons of bitches.
But it's really just it's a lot of stuff left over. Like there are like the ones that have stuck around that are actually like you have to adhere to these rules to be a confirmed member of the Wesleyan Church are more reasonable. Like don't drink. Like a lot of religions have that.
That is not reasonable. I need to be turned 24/7.
Turn
Wait,
that
wait, wait.
church.
It said
So-
nothing about smoking weed. Just saying.
So wait, you're saying I can't drink a 175 of vodka to be a Wesleyan?
Not a confirmed member of the Wesleyan Church. You can go to a Wesleyan church and be Wesleyan and do that. Like I know a lot of people who do.
For
Like,
those listening at home,
I
he
was-
said Wesleyan in air quotes.
okay.
Doesn't exist.
Now, don't not. This is a secret story. Don't tell nobody's.
Oh God.
Saying on the podcast.
Secret internet.
But there was one time where I was hanging around with a group, just like a 5 or 6, very late at night group of youth pastors and directors of various things, and they had some stories about going out and being participating in the getting drunk and doing
They
stuff. fun
danced?
community.
They danced.
All right, I need to stop you guys right here. I just noticed. Why are you missing half an eyebrow?
Oh, allergies.
Seriously?
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
What?
I don't know, man. You're missing
Ben.
half an eyebrow. It's freaking me out.
Wait, so
Yeah, what the hell?
nature kills Ben.
Yeah, nature kills me.
Literally doesn't have eyebrows anymore.
I got
When we were living
I
in
had-
St.
Loud or
Cloud,
he
he
rubs it
like
off?
had half a body.
I had an allergic reaction that like went over the skin in that area, and like some of the hairs didn't survive very well. And I'm
Wait, was
assuming
this recently, or has it been like this since I've known you?
like in the past few years.
You haven't had that half an eyebrow this whole time?
No, it's just hasn't regrown as much.
Holy shit! That's crazy.
Which is
James dated a black girl.
It's really sad because I used to have. Well, I can bring up some pictures of my old full like impressively full eyebrows.
I remember the days when the eyebrow was full.
Those
Oh,
Did you
back
know
in
this
that-
guy didn't have a half an eyebrow?
I
Although,
never
to be
stared
fair,
at his
like-
face that long.
Fuck, we need to stare at
least-
Ben more.
Other than that, like everybody in my family has like massive full heads of hair,
Take your
even in
glasses
their
off for half a
70s
second.
and 90s.
Look at this
Why
guy's
do you
eyebrow
ask?
over here.
Wait,
Look
what are
at
we
them.
talking about?
Look at this half an eyebrow.
I guess I'm just used to it.
Now that I know.
Damn, dude, he's sexy
Okay,
as fuck.
we're all gonna take like a solid like 5 seconds.
You want me
We're
to
not,
draw
We're
it
not gonna
on?
say anything. We're just
No.
gonna stare at Ben and memorize his eyebrows for future
All right,
reference.
ready?
All right, ready, go.
I can bring him up some old ones so you can tell the difference.
Maybe later.
All right, let's move on.
Shouldn't jerk off on the
So,
podcast.
so Ben, these youth pastors were talking about dancing or whatever.
They all took part in the occasional whiskey
Those
and whatnot.
bastards.
Premarital handholding.
Yes.
Did you inform them that they're going to hell for this?
Should
they
I
were-
have?
They're
You
only
are the
going to
worst.
Wesley in hell.
They were the pastors, not me.
well, if you're a priest of a church,
Well,
and-
okay, I shouldn't say pastor, because it's different. It's,
Preachers.
If you're ordained, there are other rules.
I'm
then.
ordained.
Yeah, you are ordained, but not ordained by the Wesleyan
I
Church.
should be.
What is Wesley in hell? Like, is it?
You
is it-
should
Is
be.
there anything specific to
Well,
it?
it's
been a room full of
It's pretty
Jews.
general.
Okay.
The main the pillars of Wesleyanism are like dogma, like stick to the doctrine's cool, but stick to
yeah,
your
Jan Silent
dogma. Have a personal relationship with God and Jesus Christ, rather than like the Catholic. Everybody's like the church is one, has a big relationship with a God that hates you, and it's part of Methodism. I think it's not Protestant. Maybe I have
podcast
those
is getting
backwards.
pretty
It's been a
fucking
while.
real.
Yeah, why do you guys keep asking me questions? You guys do some talking.
Ryan.
Tell us
like-
about Wesleyanism.
I like that. My role on this podcast so far is I have a bed collection and a Roomba.
All right, tell us about your other weird shit, like your light bulbs.
Whatever you do, don't tell us about your job.
We don't want to hear it.
All right, we don't give a shit about that.
Fuck your
talk
job.
about
You're probably unemployed. Who knows? Moving on. Light bulbs. How are those working out for you?
Working out great.
Good. Okay. No, but this guy buys weird shit like a weird bed, and then he bought these light bulbs, and then he was plugging them in the other day, and I'm like, "What's this?" And he's like, "It's a fucking $60 light bulb." And I'm like, "Why the fuck do you have a $60 light bulb?" He goes, "Because watch this. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh no!"
What
Were
were
you
these light
going to
bulbs
control
supposed
it
to
with
do?
your phone?
It's it's
Yes.
over Bluetooth. There's like a ton of different smart bulbs, and this is the one that I got, and they kind of suck.
You sound like what I would be doing if I had a bunch more money and free time.
That's kinda
And
how I
these
picture
guys
Ryan.
would think I'm just even weirder than I am now.
Shout
probably.
out to iLumi light bulbs. Get your shit together.
All right.
shit.
Good
dude.
idea.
What is the difference between a smart bulb and a regular bulb?
A
Is it just
smart bulb, there's like a color wheel on the phone. You just tap it and it changes colors. Or you can set it to like turn on as part of your alarm, or you can set it to like beat to music. If it works, it's really cool, but it just doesn't work so often. That
Can you do
again,
multiple
shout
lights?
out to iLumi.
Yeah, that
I have
does
3 bulbs in my room that are like set as a
Is
group.
there like a max?
I don't know if there's a maximum for the group size. I haven't.
Here's what I'm imagining. Every light in this apartment we replace with one of those bulbs.
Yeah.
We use the band money, obviously, the one we raised. in the
GoFundMe.
to do
Shouts
that.
out. It's still up. You can go donate.
And then we'll just hook it up so that we can have crazy parties in the apartment all the time.
Hell yeah.
If you want, I can hook
Yeah.
up some Chromecast audios with different speakers around the house so the music will play in every room at the same time.
Yeah, if we have money left over from the GoFundMe, why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
the GoFundMe. That's what I was going to mention. That I really did seriously consider donating to the point where it was like, you get to pick a song that we record on the
Hey,
album.
you already
A
donated
lot of people have done that.
the use of 2 beds
Yeah.
and let us use your
Oh,
apartment.
so I can just
or
pick a song?
house for
Perfect.
practice.
Please
space.
don't do that because we already have to do like 5 songs and we're probably
So you're
don't have
saying
any
you
time to do
don't
them.
want to cover the Numb Encore, Jay-Z Linkin Park?
All right, you can give us $200.
All right, you can do
If
that.
that's
if
the
you want.
song, you can do whatever the fuck you want, dude.
What's probably going to end up happening is like I know I said on the GoFundMe thing that we were going to like include the covers on the album or whatever. We're probably going to release it as like a separate EP after the fact.
Yeah, probably
just
gonna have
because
to
we
do
have to actually finish the album and release that first. Plus all the copyright shit with covers and stuff. Would be,
You can't put it with the album.
yeah.
Like online on like Bandcamp maybe, but not
free.
on iTunes, not
Yeah, but
physical.
it'll definitely be done and be up and listenable by everybody.
Yeah, that's something that
Speaking
we'll
of
like.
which, we need to
That'll
get
be like
Jake
a
to help
separate
us.
EP that we'll put up for free download after the album comes out.
Yeah.
It would also be kind of dumb to have to like pay for that separately too. So
Right.
there's your album update, guys.
We're doing things. We wrote 2 songs at Ryan's house.
That's true.
Well, speaking of, you guys ignore me in the group chat all the time. Ryan, this guy sitting right next to me, said we can practice at his house again on Saturday. Do you guys want to?
Newsflash.
I
He
read
said that
that.
here.
What, Sam?
I brought it up before you got home. I'm sorry.
I hate everything. Are we going to do it or not? Because nobody's told me. Are we going to practice this Saturday or not? Someone tell me.
Yes.
think,
What do you think, Ben?
He doesn't.
well, one,
One, huh?
it's a lot of stuff to move out of the apartment again and into the van and drive all the way there and unload it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And second of all, That's hard, and I don't want to do it.
Third, I don't even like Ryan, to be honest.
Right.
TBH. Not a good guy.
The third thing is I'll probably do it anyways.
Okay, so we're gonna practice on Saturday?
I have a different idea.
Okay.
Instead of practicing, let's just go to Ryan's house and just
Play
eat
Super
his,
Smash
eat his
Bros.
food, take up his space,
Oh.
and play Mario Kart.
Play with his dog.
Play with his dog.
There's something very important that
not
happened
my
this
dog,
week
though.
that
Actually-
we haven't talked about yet.
It's Kelly's dog. Shout out Kelly Lynch because she said she never been shouted out on a
Shout out,
podcast
Kelly.
before.
Ellie Lynch.
Lynch. That's her last name.
Her last name is
related
Lynch, yeah.
to
Not on
anybody in
Facebook.
Minnesota?
It's Kelly Lucille. I think that's her
Is that her middle name?
Does
Fuck,
she
I
have
didn't know.
Does she have a relative named Jesse?
Oh my god, what if
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be the weirdest connection?
I would try to date her?
Shout out Jesse Lynch.
Shout
If
out
she
Jesse
looks-
Lynch.
If she looks anything like
And
Jesse
we'll be
Lynch,
back.
then yes.
Sam, now we're back to sucking Jesse Lynch's dick again.
Dude, I would
It's not
suck Jesse
Sadcast
Lynch.
without it.
That's Jesse Lynch.
He's so beautiful.
She's so hot.
Kelly's family was there on Christmas
Yeah.
and gave Sam all sorts of delicious food, and me too.
Yeah, that was the quote unquote stranger that gave Sam Christmas dinner.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I like showed her that. She's like, "Oh, you called me." He referred to me as a stranger.
Oops.
Wow, Sam, you're a real dick.
He's just trying to
my
make
mom's
you
in
look
love
good
with
on
her.
the internet.
It's really weird. Like she's like, you should date her, and I'm just like, yeah, she's got a boyfriend, and like I don't even barely know her. I call her a stranger on the podcast, and she's like, oh no, she's great, she's so funny. I'm like, I'm glad you think so, Mom. I'm sure gonna tell her that, but I don't think I could just go over there and just date her, like you know. But if I could, and I would do it for you, Mom.
So Kelly, if you're listening to this, you're gonna have to date Sam. I'm sorry, but
It's true.
His
I'm
mom,
sorry.
his mom said so. We're gonna have
She's
to work.
insisting.
I'm gonna be in
something.
so much trouble if I don't date you. Like I'm gonna be grounded for like 3 months.
What you need to know about that is she didn't actually meet Kelly. She just saw the videos of us listening to Broken
She
Side.
met her eventually.
Oh yeah, she did meet her.
She did meet her.
But what before she said that it was just based on the Broken Side videos.
It was just those Broken Side videos.
She's like, it
Yeah.
was funny. She was like the best part. I'm just like, okay, Mom. Thanks for caring about your son.
All right, your opinions on Broken Side mean that you and Sam have to date.
Are
Awesome.
we gonna just ignore what happened this week?
What happened this week?
You know what happened this week.
Oh my god, yeah.
Big announcement.
Holy shit, she might be pregnant.
Not where I was going, Sam.
Oh, what were you going with?
There's a band.
A band.
Well, there was,
There was a band.
and there still will be for a
Oh
while.
yeah, our longtime rivals, the following. We didn't talk.
Is that
about
what we're
this.
talking about?
Are we not talking about that, or are
Why
we talking
wouldn't we?
about that?
I don't get it.
I mean, it's something that happened, and yeah, we have beef with the following, so we might as well talk about it.
Yeah, fuck those guys. They're breaking up.
Yeah, they're breaking up.
We're fucking happy
Pussies are
about it.
backing out early in the game.
They didn't mention in the video, but it is entirely our fault. And
Well,
we're not sorry.
what they did mention in the video is that they didn't get big enough, so they're breaking up. Oh, we spent a lot of money on an EP. We gotta break up now because nobody fucking liked it. Sorry, Lifelight was the only fucking good song on that thing.
Hey,
I mean-
I liked it.
I liked it too. To
I
be
liked
honest.
it. Cody Crook is a beautiful man.
Isn't
you
that
shut
like
the fuck up.
Isn't that the exact plan we wrote? Like the exact plan B we wrote down, like when we started this band, was if we don't get famous enough, screw it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna break up if we don't. If this album that we come out with doesn't go well, we're gonna break up.
Because we're putting a lot of money into this album.
Right, and God, I downloaded fucking what is it called? In Darkness. I downloaded that shit right away. I love it, and I have beef with them. So fuck you guys.
Yeah.
That's
fuck you
true.
guys for giving up right
We're
away.
allowed to say these
Whatever
things. 'cause we
Sam's
have beef.
saying right now, he listens to Lifelight at least once every car ride.
So
Nothing. I'm just saying.
Every car ride, I hear it at least several times a day.
That's true.
Coming out of his tent and very strange gurgling noises.
shaking of the tent, all you hear is Lifelight and Break the Chains by Vots. It's just like, and then once King 810 comes on, the shaking stops, and I just lay there dormant.
Sam's really, really into metal that is time warped here from 2010.
I'm quite literally very obsessed with Minnesota metal bands being very mediocre. So the following, Vots.
he
I
was
just
in We
fucking
Are the
love them.
Blog.
I was in fucking We Are the Blog. I get it. You guys play breakdowns. Your bassist doesn't really know how to play. That's fine. I get it. I love it. I fucking love
you
it.
relate to it.
Empty My Lungs, you fucking saved my life. Like, your songs are fucking okay. Like, seriously, if it wasn't for these Minnesota bands, I would pay Johnny Frank to write some shitty metalcore because that's basically what you guys are doing anyway. And then he's gonna send it to me and I'm just gonna pretend it's a Minnesota band.
What you should do-
Sam, are you a little salty? You sound a little salty.
Sam,
I'm not salty. I love it.
see if you could like talk Johnny down to like lower than he's comfortable with being paid, so that he'll put even less effort into it.
We should do that for our album.
That's true.
Be like,
You're
all right,
right,
Johnny, you don't
we
have a
got, like,
choice. We're coming to Ohio to record this album, but we're only going to pay you like $20 a song. But you have to record it.
He sets a mic in the middle of the room and tells us to set up and just play our songs.
That'd be so fucking punk.
It would be.
I've been so into punk the last couple
That'd be
weeks.
DIY as hell.
We
Let's do it.
recorded 2 of our songs that way.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound great too.
They do, actually. The Zoom H4n recorder, A+.
Shouts out.
Top notch.
So this episode's going to be called Insomniac, The Sellouts.
Yeah.
I guess.
What else do we like? Ryan, have you bought any other new fucking cool things that you like?
No.
Cool, man. Thanks for being on the podcast. So you
I
got
told you this
you
was a
know straight
horrible
from the
idea.
path, huh?
Yeah. I went to high school with
Sell out.
3 members of Straight from the Path, but I didn't
sell out.
really know Drew York or Tom Williams. But Anthony Altamira, the
Were they,
bassist,
were
was
they,
a year older than me, so we were like friends.
No, you weren't.
Were they on the path back then?
Not really. They were still trying to stray from it, and I think
Okay.
They were like
they
attempting.
successfully strayed from it later.
And now they're preaching to others.
Yes.
Okay.
Telling people to stray.
Well, Straight from the Path has been a band since like Jesus, I don't know, like 2000.
Since Jesus? Holy shit, that's like
That's a long time.
2016 years ago.
Yeah, so they have like 1,000 albums.
Holy shit.
But like Make Your Own History was the first one everyone heard, but before that was Villains. And if you like Straight from the Path, you haven't heard Villains, go listen to that. And then there's 3 before that you don't need to listen to.
Ian
not going
James once stumbled upon the story so far as Bandcamp with stuff going back to like
Oh.
2007.
Good Lord.
It was kind of crazy, actually.
Was it good crazy or was it not so good crazy?
Not as good as anything they're doing nowadays.
Yeah, it's just basic.
Which means
punk.
there's hope for us.
We could get good, baby.
So wait, when I
It's
was taking a
awesome.
piss, did Sam go off into like this rant about Minnesota metalcore?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, did you miss that?
I was peeing.
Oh, I'll bring it back. Vox. I know I helped you guys start as a band, but Jesus Christ, write some original music, why don't you? Zing!
Did any of you guys see how like salty a couple people got on Twitter over that poll I posted after the following broke up?
Yeah, that was your fault.
That was my fault?
Yeah.
I was just trying to be funny.
I
Come
know.
on.
That's the one thing is I don't know if it comes across that we're like sort of friends with most of these bands, or at the very least like we're chummy with them at shows and whatnot, and we don't actually. Oh, sorry, am I ruining the illusion? I'll shut up.
We hate them.
We hate them.
We hate everybody because we're Insomniac and that's what we do.
I think I'm allowed
That
to
poll
hate
was a
local
direct
bands, am I
jab at
not?
every band.
Directly. I fucking hate all of them.
I was in We're the Blog, so like I can hate every local band because everybody hated us.
I've
That's
never
true.
seen any 2 local bands get along, so
Why would you? Your competitors trying to become famous. We're trying to get signed to Victory fucking Records. Listen to us.
I was gonna say, you're from New York. You've never seen anyone be friendly to anybody in general.
Hey, can you do the rest of the podcast in your New York accent?
what you want me to talk about?
Pizza.
Like walking around New York. Like, yeah, I'm from New York. I'm from Long Island, New York. I was born and raised. It's a little bit of a hard life, but I came
Do you
out.
get
got
angry
out
just
to Seattle.
randomly because you're from New
When
York?
I get angry all the time. Listen, I can tell you, forget about it, bro. I get mad. This shit just goes off.
Shit goes off of what? Your butthole?
What, you talking about my butthole? You some kind of queer? You want to come over here and talk?
What's the difference? Can you? What's the difference between a New York accent and a Boston accent? Because I don't hear it.
When you say like
Oh, this is different.
Boston, it's like you kind of like go down. So it's like Boston in New York, but Boston accent would be like Boston. Like get in the car, Boston. New Yorker. And New York would be like Boston.
Holy
Hot
shit,
dog,
I'm learning.
water. Not water. Not water. Water.
Sam. Now,
Muffins.
Do your Minnesota accent.
Minnesota accent. Fishing, ice fishing, and snow blowing. Bitch.
Boat. Maple
Boat.
syrup.
Very good.
Crayons.
Harvard.
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 You're gonna go to Harvard. Hey there, Rory Gilmore. You're gonna go to Harvard.
I said
JK, you're going to Yale.
Hey, spoilers. I'm not that far in the series yet.
Me either, but someone spoiled it for me, Ryan.
I wasn't listening. 'cause
You
I was
already
making
knew
a
it by the
Homestar
time I
reference.
talked to you about
Thank you.
I've watched the series twice already.
Yeah, that's probably true. It's a good show though.
What series?
Don't act
Great.
like it's not. It's Gilmore Girls. I just found
Yeah.
out. I think we should all go to this. Maybe not you because you probably don't give a fuck. But
Probably not.
there's a thing called Gilmore Guys, and it's a podcast that they watch every episode of Gilmore Girls and they review it on the podcast. And they're doing a live tour and they're coming to Seattle. And
That's
Oh.
the
you
worst thing
basically
ever.
like okay, you know in Gilmore Girls when they have their town meetings, their Stars Hollow like town meetings.
Right.
They're doing that live, so you're like part of Stars Hollow, apparently.
Fuck.
And it's coming to like a big venue here.
This sounds like something that you'd be so into and that nobody else cares about.
That sounds really awful. I want to go.
Is this what it feels like when when I talk to you about things?
When you were talking earlier about that fucking programming thing and shit, I'm just like, I just want to go jerk off or something, and not even like to anything, just like enough to make my dick raw and just fucking hurt.
Yeah. I was gonna say now we can have a conversation where Ben talks about some tech thing and someone actually knows what the hell he's talking about.
What should we talk about?
I don't know. You seem to have a lot to say about Nvidia, but
How about this? I've got this whole setup, right?
Okay.
I'm considering selling all of it
give me the rundown.
and buying a Lenovo like P70, which is like a $2,000 4K display. It's got like a Xeon processor, like it's a workstation laptop. It weighs like 8 pounds, and it would be awesome.
Xeon for like just you though? I thought Xeon was mostly for like network booting.
It's on a lot. It's a lot of power in one chip, but it's good. I'm glad this is happening. But
We're all just killing ourselves in the room.
It's not as tuned for gaming and other type of things. So that's why you see a lot of Xeon processors and servers, obviously, and not so many in gaming PCs. But if like that thing would probably kill in After Effects and like other video editing stuff that's like CPU heavy.
Probably.
Wait, you said probably. This sounds like you're just betting on a huge fucking gamble.
I mean, the system is definitely objectively better than mine. It's just not. I don't get awesome 3 screens. But imagine how much space there would be on the desk.
Wouldn't the three screens would just depend on the video card though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would probably just put another screen on it, like just plug it in.
Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting that's a laptop. Yeah, so can you just get like a USB video card? Or
Yeah, no, I mean,
that
I
must
could
exist.
It's got enough ports on it. I can just use like.
Oh, you can use all
plug-in
3 of those
DisplayPort.
monitors.
Well, I'd have to get converters because like one
have
of these
4
has
screens.
DisplayPort.
Why don't you just get like 20 screens?
But I couldn't afford it unless I sold all these screens.
No, let's do it. Let's do the
This one's
screens.
worth like
what you're saying.
$300. These 2 are like $20.
Who the fuck is gonna
those 720p
buy
then?
this system though?
They're all 1080.
And those 2 are only worth $20 each.
Well, I got them for 80 and 60 at a pawn shop. So, I mean, I'll sell them for more,
Okay.
but because they're good. They've done me pretty well.
33 minutes in already. Is it over?
You want it to be over?
I
Is
fucking
it
really
petering
do.
out?
I
I
really
just
want
want
it
to
to
see
be
how long I
over.
can keep that going.
I
before
really
someone
didn't
killed
want you
themselves.
guys to even.
We could- no,
consider-
trust me.
I'm
That's good. It's
intrigued.
over.
I'm intrigued
I'm set
here.
now.
Ryan, what do you think Ben should do about his
Oh
computer?
no, Varric.
Like,
We would need to talk about it for a lot longer
it's like, I
before
mean,
we came to any kind of conclusion.
Next week on the Insomniac Sadcast, Sam kills himself, and Ryan and Ben talk over his suicide about tech stuff.
what about
What if we just do arts and crafts instead?
arts and crafts?
See you next week.